welcome to episode 4 of the From Scratch podcast. We're so glad that you're with us today. I am Sarah.
And I'm Bree, and today we have Jessica Dick of the Bloomfield Bee Company. Jessica, do you want to tell us a little bit about your company?
Sure. Bloomfield Bee Company. I have a 5-hive apiary currently. So we do our own honey when the weather and the bees accommodate that. We also do cold processed soaps. I have solid dish soaps. We have the liquid foaming hand soaps, whipped tallow products, hand creams, lip balms, bath teas, quite a variety of different items that I make. So.
How did you get started out on the small business journey? What was like your initial thing that you were like, I'm gonna start this business? What was your initial?
It was because of the Guernsey County Beekeepers, actually.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
I'm part of their group, and they have a meeting the first Monday of every month. They had a speaker down there who was talking about how to label like your products and stuff if you wanted to sell your honey and things like that, and LLCs and things. So my daughter happened to be there with me. I'm like, you know what? If we ever get to 10 hives, we're going to do this.
Okay.
Well, last year we hit 11.
Oh, wow.
So we did this.
Wow.
So just last year you started.
I had bees for a couple years previously, but yeah.
This whole
May.
thing started last
Wow.
year. Okay.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of our vendors really, it was like their first year, and I had no idea. Everybody's been so like professional and put together. Like you guys seem like you're seasoned veterans.
Thank
So
you, 'cause
it's
I don't feel like it sometimes.
No, you know what you're doing.
no, yeah, you definitely know what you're doing. So you started off with the beehives. So was your initial product that you kind of sold honey? Was that your initial?
I did honey and then ventured into like the hot honey aspect. And then last year just wasn't a good year for like our bees because of the late frost, and we didn't have enough rain like for the fall.
Okay.
So I think total we only ended up with a half a 5-gallon bucket of honey, which is
wow.
unusual for us. So
Yeah.
So you kind of had to diversify
Yeah.
and kind of figure out where you were going to go from there.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was your next?
So then I started looking into any products that I could make with like the beeswax and just like small amounts of honey and things like that in them.
Okay. Okay. So that's where you started. What was your first product that you made with the beeswax?
With the beeswax was a hand cream.
Okay. The hand cream.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Everybody seems to really like that one. And then...
Is it the hand tin one? I've seen a
Well,
couple.
there's a couple. So I have the hand cream on the 10, and it was such a big hit at the Christmas market. I also started doing like a little batch of like the lip tallow in a tin as well. That way, if somebody hasn't tried it yet, they have a smaller option.
That's a good idea.
Very smart. Yeah, I think it's really smart when you're having items that you have something small that's like an introductory price that's like $3, $4, $5.
Yeah.
Something that feels like not like a waste of money, but people I think are willing to be like, oh, $5, I'll try it.
Yeah.
So,
And then you hook them.
yeah, exactly.
That's how you get them.
Exactly.
And then they're like, I love this product. I want more. But what other products do you have?
Right, yeah.
That's such a smart idea.
Yeah, I've seen a few people be like, is the hand cream tin? Do you have the hand cream tin? And I was like, oh, that must be a popular product. So that was kind of like your foundation product then.
Yeah.
Okay. So how did you get into making the soaps?
Actually, that was kind of Amber and Tabitha, and then another girl that I know from like Park Circle area.
Okay.
Tabitha reached out to me from Monarch and asked if I had honey and if I had like soaps and stuff, because Amber had thought that I had made soap, but at that time I did not.
Oh, okay.
So I just kind of like ventured into that. I tried the mountain pour first just to see if it was something I would like.
Okay.
What is the mountain
Yeah,
pour?
what's the mountain pour?
So you just buy your stuff basically. You can microwave it or you can like cook it over the stove.
Okay.
And you just pour it in the mold.
Okay.
And it's basically done for you.
Okay.
It's kind of cheating, but
But a good beginner kind
Yeah,
of trying
yeah.
to figure out how the process
Yeah.
works. Yeah.
but it went really well. We ended up doing it for a baby shower that one of my friends had for like their
Clever.
like, giveaway gifts and stuff.
Really good idea.
Yeah.
We actually did the whole baby shower and bee theme. Like we did,
That's
like,
really
the
cute.
upside down like wine glasses. They look like little beehives, and we put cupcakes on top.
Oh,
It was
cute.
super cute.
Yeah, that's really cute.
But
Very
that's
creative.
where the first soap venture really came into play, other than Monarch. So
Okay.
then I started making the cold process soaps. Really liked it. Jumped into it like full force. I think now I've made over 700 bars.
Wow.
So, yeah.
But that takes time. Like there's
yeah.
a cure
Yeah.
process, right?
Yeah, so you mix the soap. Every soap has lye in it. So you have your distilled water, and then you put your lye in, never vice versa, because it'll explode on you.
Oh, jeez.
And when you add the lye to the water, it gets like really hot. So
Really?
you have to let it cool down. So you
Yeah,
have-
Not cold
I
pressed
knew
at
that
all.
lye was
That
scary.
seems very
Yeah.
hot.
Yeah.
So you have to wear, like your gloves, your mask, your eye shield, and like
Nuh-uh.
long gloves, long shirt. Yeah. So you do that in like one bowl. I usually use the stainless steel just because I know it can handle the heat and stuff like that.
Sure.
And then the other side, I have like the oils and things like that going, and then you have to let them cool to where they're about the same temperature. Usually I do mine between 100 and 110 when I mix them together. And then I add the essential oils, or occasionally I'll use fragrance oils, just depending on what the recipe calls for. And I color with either mica powder and or the natural clay colors, and sometimes even carrot juice.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you juice your own carrots?
No.
That's too much
Yeah.
going on in the kitchen there.
So I've used that, and then I used a aloe vera juice in one.
Oh,
So just different
clever.
things. So,
Yeah, that is clever.
But
Yeah, I had
it's-
no idea that it was like a process. So what's
Yeah.
that process like of like waiting once you have everything together and then?
Yeah, once everything is mixed, you have to kind of move quickly because sometimes it can seize on you, like thicken super quick,
Oh,
just
okay.
depending on what you're making and the item. But during the saponification process, I have a hard time saying that
Too
word.
much science.
Yeah, right.
Too much science.
It's like within the first 24 hours, it's like where everything gels and like sets up and all that kind of stuff. And then once that happens, if it is good to go, you can take it out of the mold, cut it into like the sections, or just take it out of the mold depending on if you're doing the round ones. And then you put it on the shelf to cure for 4 weeks.
Oh, that is
Yeah.
a long
Yeah.
time.
So you
Okay.
make, like the solid dish soaps, they have to cure for 4 weeks, and also the men's shaving soap.
Okay, yeah, I had
That's
no
a
idea.
process.
You had posted like a flavor or something, and I was like, and then you were like, it'll be ready like in a long time from now,
Yeah.
and I was like, oh my god, I had no idea. I thought you just chopped it up and away you went with it.
No,
So
or say
But you
3 or 4
cut it.
weeks at
Yeah.
least.
Cut it before,
Yeah,
then you cure it.
Yeah, I cut
Okay.
mine about 24, occasionally 48 if it's like a softer soap, but usually 24.
Huh.
and that's just to like let the lye deactivate, or what does that do?
It's finished with the saponification process with
Okay.
the lye and all the stuff mixed together.
Okay, so it
So
kind of
it
has to
doesn't
like
gel
break
things
down or
and-
something like
yeah.
that. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that lye was kind of dangerous to handle. Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, I look like I'm going into space. When
I bet
yeah.
so.
You should post pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd love to see
Yeah,
that.
I should.
I didn't know. My kids like have all those science kits at home, like make your own bath bomb and
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. And it's kids safe, obviously,
right.
but yeah, I don't think we're gonna try making soap at home. I think we'll just buy the soap from people who do make soap at
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, for sure.
Is the liquid soap obviously is not the same process, right?
No.
Okay. What does that look like?
Well, it just depends. You can actually buy the cast iron soap, which I don't. You put it in like a crock pot. You put it's a different lye solution. It's a potassium. I think of the other word.
It's scientific.
Yeah.
You can't just, you have to know your stuff to be able to do
It's a
this.
Yeah,
different-
for sure.
It's a different type of lye type stuff.
Okay.
It's potassium, because the other one's a sodium hydroxide. This is a potassium something else.
Yeah.
I don't even want to guess. I'll say
Okay.
something that's
Like,
wrong
what
completely.
is this?
And then it also has a vegetable glycerin and then like olive oil and stuff like that in it. as well.
Okay.
But you cook it in the crock pot, let it thicken
Oh.
after so many hours. Like you stir it like every half an hour. And then once it gets to a certain consistency, then you can transfer it into like a stock pot as long as it's stainless steel. Put distilled water and then just let it sit and stir until it kind of thins out, and then you can use it in that stuff.
Wow.
Nice.
How did you learn all of this?
Yeah.
You just research?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots and lots of research.
Trial and error.
Yeah.
This doesn't look right. Is it
Yeah.
supposed to be foaming? All those types of
Yeah,
things.
yeah. Yeah, when I had the first one that foamed, I'm like, yes.
Aw.
Yeah,
Yeah.
super excited about that. But
It's
small things.
we
Yeah,
don't as
definitely.
consumers obviously we don't realize how much work
Yeah.
goes into the actual process. And if you're doing like you have in the baskets that we just did the live with, you had 4 different types of cold press soap, but you have way more than
I
that.
have 25.
Oh,
Yeah.
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 And so it's a lot of mixing in every, you would call it recipe. Every recipe is different. And that's a lot. Probably the measurements and everything too.
Yeah, I messed one up
Wow.
because I forgot to write down the essential oil that I put in it, so I couldn't even sell it. So I have 10 bars I can use for myself.
Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah. When we get packages back and I'm like, I don't think these vacuum sealed all the way. I'm like, oh, man. Can't sell those. Got to eat them for dinner.
So what has kind of been your why? This is my why. Why have you continued to do this? Why do you continue to do this lye soap and all these processes that are very intensive and just very labor intensive and time consuming? Why do you continue to do that?
Two different aspects. One with the bees to help out the environment pretty much because I hate to say it, but they're almost like a dying breed type thing. You know, I didn't notice it until probably 4 or 5 years ago. I mean, you look outside and you really didn't see a lot of them.
Right.
So that's when I first started into that process of it.
Okay.
So, each year, hopefully, we can add to it. I'm actually trying to get into like a couple different areas as well to put our bees on other people's property as well, in addition to our own.
Okay.
So we can help with like the pollination and all that type of stuff.
That's actually really popular in the South where my husband's from. People will like loan people their bees for like their orchard or whatever, and then they'll get their bees back, and then they can say that they have like apple blossom honey or just orange blossom honey or something like that. So yeah, that's popular.
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing. Yeah.
As far as like the other stuff, just the natural, safer products for everybody to use. And I personally like making the soap, even though it's kind of dangerous.
There's an area of
Right.
risk involved.
Right?
Yeah, I made that, and I didn't blow myself up.
Right? Didn't burn myself, didn't blow up. We're good.
Did you like science experiments as a kid?
No.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, I would be like, yeah. You know, because they say like boys, like Leo, my son, he likes to play in the dirt outside, and he'll grow up to play in the dirt outside, but in just bigger tractors, you know?
Yes.
But
Yeah,
you not so much. But
No.
you like it now, so
Yeah.
that's all that matters.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what made you decide to join the co-op? Because you joined us, when did you just join us for the Christmas market, or did you just join us in the fall?
The first one I attended was a Christmas.
Yeah, the
market.
Okay,
Christmas
that's what I
market.
thought.
And
Yeah,
that
okay.
I
was
think I actually joined like
wild.
October.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
joined the
Yeah.
co-op as a member in October,
Yeah.
but then the first vending event that
Right.
you did with us was the Christmas
Yeah.
market. Okay, so tell us so first of all, tell us why you joined the co-op, and then we'll talk about the Christmas market.
I joined. I came down to you guys' little market down there.
Okay,
And I
okay,
loved it.
okay.
And I loved Amber's pastry pots.
Yes, everybody
So
does.
She got me hooked on those.
Okay.
So just seeing that everybody got along and everybody had a great time and they had a lot of stuff to offer, that's why I joined.
Okay. And so then you saw the Christmas market and you were like, so had you done any vendor events before the Christmas market?
I had done the fall festival here in town.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
That was
okay.
it.
That was it.
That was it.
And then the Christmas market. And for people who weren't at the Christmas market,
What a
Wow.
market.
wow.
That was amazing.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
It blew, I think, everybody's expectations completely out of the water.
Oh,
Do you want to tell us your experience as a vendor? Because we were at the door just watching people walk in and we're just like
Give me a
staring.
ticket, give me a
Yeah.
ticket.
We're just
come
like
on,
staring at
tickets.
each other, you know? We're just like in disbelief. So tell
Yeah.
us what you were kind of thinking as a vendor who was actually selling at the Christmas market.
So we came in because I did have my daughter and a friend help me because we just had so much stuff to bring in.
Yeah.
But yeah, we came in. I had no idea what to expect. I
Sure.
had no
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
'Cause I've only done the fall festival uptown, and like that's kind of hit and miss depending on the day and that kind of thing. So we get set up, and then the doors open, and there's like a big barrage of people. I'm like, oh my goodness! I'm like, we were just nonstop all day long. And
Yeah.
it was amazing, and the amount of people that came in to support everybody was fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And so did you guys like pretty much sell out that day or pretty close or?
Well, my daughter, she's like, did you really need to bring all this stuff? Yes, I did.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, she's like, you made me eat my words. And I sure did.
Yeah, because it's better to have it there with you
Yeah.
and have it to sell
Yeah,
versus
right.
come underprepared. And it's good that you came
Yeah.
over prepared
Yeah.
because it really was amazing.
Yeah, it was fantastic.
We
That's
didn't
great.
even get to talk that much with you.
Yeah, we
No.
didn't. We really didn't.
I think I came
Like,
over
it was
and asked
hopping all day long.
somebody at your table one time, are you guys okay? Are you doing good? And they just looked at me and they're like, yeah. And I was like, oh no, they're probably going to think we're lunatics or something.
No, we didn't even eat until like maybe an hour before we left.
Yeah.
Like it was just that busy and like, which was amazing.
It was really amazing. That was just really the perfect end to the year for
Yeah.
us. We really didn't expect that kind of turnout. We thought maybe it would be pretty busy.
Yeah.
But the level that it was at was just crazy
Yeah.
and insane. And I'm already excited for the Christmas market
Yeah, me
this
too.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah. So then after you survived the Christmas market, you're like, I'm ready to hit the summer market. So you're going to be joining us. You're signed up for pretty much every Saturday, right? Is there a
Not
few?
every Saturday.
There's a few you're
I'm
not going to be there.
trying to slowly like go into those,
Yep.
just because I also have my mother-in-law who lives with us.
Okay.
So we're
Okay.
kind of helping out with her, and then we also have some
gotcha.
trips planned too.
Yep. And then you're also in some storefronts too. So you have exposure in other areas too. So.
But I think I have at least one, if not two, for each month, I think.
Okay,
So,
perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was almost every other month.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, that'll be exciting for you to come down and be a part of the market as a vendor and not just a shopper.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
I mean,
good.
you can still shop the market.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
But I'm
yeah.
guessing if you're
Amber's pastry puffs.
yeah, and now she has those oatmeal cream pies, which
I bought
I'm
those
like
yesterday. Oh my! I ate the whole big cookie. I'm like, this is bad.
so.
So
But
good
it's
but
okay.
bad.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
You know who made it.
That's
Yeah.
true.
You know if you ask where she got her ingredients, she's gonna tell you where she got them. Like they're top of the line. Like it's fine.
Yeah.
Those
The
calories
calories-
don't count.
No, they
That's
don't.
You
true.
go to the
That
store
is
and buy
true.
Little Debbie's. Those will count because
Right.
it's
That's-
on. You know, it's packaged on.
Right.
there.
That's right.
But if there's no documentation
It didn't
and you
happen.
don't ask the question,
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
Yeah, that's those are my feelings.
Yep, I'm good
So
with that.
when I shop the market, you're like, oh, Sarah, Sarah, but it'll be fine.
Yeah, lots of yummy goodies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so obviously you started off with the bees and then you added the soaps. And so then how has your business grown really in the last year? So since your business is just a newborn baby, how has it grown in the last year?
It just kind of all blew up at one time. I feel like.
Yeah.
Anyway. So I had the bees, and then went into the soap stuff, and then started dabbling in the tallow stuff.
Okay.
Rendering all that by myself, which is
Which is a
totally new.
whole,
Also
yeah,
a
whole
different
thing.
type of
Yeah.
science.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a whole thing.
Yeah, it was fun though. Learned a lot.
Yeah.
And then just making the different products with that, and then still learning. Yeah, I might venture into like furniture polish and things like that as
Oh
well.
wow.
We'll see.
That's very interesting.
It
Just have
is.
a couple things. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that you're willing to like try different
Yeah.
stuff and kind of go out there a little bit and see what kind of products you can make. And you never really know what's going to sell until you try it and
Right.
sell it.
Yeah.
And if you make it and you try to sell it and it doesn't sell, then you kind of know, well, you don't want to waste your time or your efforts towards that.
Yeah.
But sometimes you start selling something and it's a hit, and then you're like, oh, I've got a new product to sell.
Yep.
And I feel like there's so many avenues with like the natural, like living things that you really, it's the possibilities are endless if you're willing to learn, which it seems like you are, and try, which it seems like you
Right.
are. And so I think that's just great. I think the more products you can diversify and offer, or the better off that you'll be, because people are always looking for different things and adding to their natural living lifestyle.
Yeah.
So
Do you, at this moment, take custom orders? Like if someone were to want a specific scent, I almost said flavor, but I know we don't eat these products. But if they would like a specific scent of something, would you be open to that? Are you
If it's not like one of the bottles of essential oil that costs like $200.
sure? Yeah, within reason. Yeah, and I also think too, like you had mentioned that you did. At the baby shower, you did
Oh,
the
the soaps?
favors,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
soaps for favors. So doing bulk orders like
yeah.
that for even like weddings, like
Yeah.
as favors.
that would
or,
be such a
or like
unique
bridal
idea.
shower, or not bridal, bridal shower gifts,
Yeah.
but like when the bride gives
Bridesmaids gifts.
bridesmaids
Yeah.
gifts,
Oh, yeah.
or like groomsmen's gifts, those
Yeah.
shaving
Oh,
kits.
yeah.
Those
Yeah.
would be
Those would be
great
awesome.
ideas.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I don't know. I just think that there's a lot of possibility with the different varieties that you have. And when we went through those baskets, I started thinking of all of these different ideas, like a kiddo going off to college for the first
Yeah.
time, and just
Yeah.
those little touches of home. And it is local and it is homemade, and it just means so much more, I think, when you gift a product like that.
I agree.
Yeah, like a little gift basket, or like a little pampering
Mm-hmm.
basket, where you can have things just like take care of yourself. And
Yeah.
you didn't have to buy it, if it's
Yeah.
a little gift for somebody.
Or if you if you do end up doing like the furniture polish, like what a fun housewarming gift. Furniture polish
Yeah.
and a bar of
candle
soap.
melt, yeah.
the
Mhm.
melts. Yeah.
Yeah,
cute.
so the possibilities really are endless. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. So how do you come up with your product ideas? Is it from people asking you to make something mostly?
Some of it, yeah.
Okay, I know I asked her to make something for me,
Yeah.
which she obliged me
Yeah.
to do. She made the cuticle oil back there because of
Ah.
me. Yeah, because
You.
so I
little
have,
feller.
yeah. So I have been using one from the store that just was stopped working basically. And I'm just like putting it on every day. My hands are getting drier. So I messaged her. I was like, hey, would you be interested in making like a cuticle oil if it's not too much of a pain? And so she did. She made this for me. And my cuticles have been great ever since. So
All right, listen, you brought this product out, so we're going to do a product feature on it. What is cuticle oil?
Cuticle oil is oil that you use on your cuticles so that they stay nice and they don't get all like dry and icky.
Maybe I need some of that.
And it's nice too because like, you know, you can give this to the kids. You can put this on the kids' nails.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like a polish. You could be like, let me paint your nails. And then it's not like toxic, you know what
Yeah.
I mean? And so then after you apply it, you just rub it in.
And then when you go and get your nails done, the lady doesn't yell at you for how bad your cuticles are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. And your nail polish will stay on better.
Oh.
And just in general, my like around here gets very, very dry. So I have to like keep lotion and oil on them all the time. So she created this for me. And so I really appreciate that. So I guess that's how you come up with like a lot of your products. And then you're like, well, if one person likes this, other people must like
Right.
it too.
Yep.
So then you just keep making it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and there's nothing stopping you from being like, well, this hasn't sold in a couple of weeks. I'm just not going to make any more. And then you know it's going to come back around.
Oh, yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
always
It
comes back
does.
around.
Yeah.
And what's so great about all of this is it's shelf stable too.
Yep.
So you can stock it at all of the different retail stores that you're in,
Mm-hmm.
and people can come and purchase. It's also nice for you that you don't have to pull product and restock.
Yeah.
You know, that'll
Yeah.
be nice
Yeah, that'd be huge.
moving forward when you grow into more retails
Yeah.
and things like that. That's awesome. Do you have any other products you want to go over?
I have a solid dishwashing soap somewhere.
Back here we have
This might be a.
And the bowl.
incoming.
Woohoo!
Okay.
This is the stainless steel
I'm gonna
bowl
let
of
you
my
take the
dreams.
lead. Make sure you talk loud.
And each one of you guys have a hand cream.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Thank you.
And
Yes,
a
thank
The
you.
famous hand cream tin.
natural lip balm.
Oh, thank you so
Ooh,
much.
Oh, my daughter's gonna steal this. I'm gonna have to hide
Oh,
it.
this is so nice.
I want some of this.
It smells so good too. Oh my gosh.
Chapstick. Tastes good. Not that. You know,
Oh, I
ate
was
it.
trying to open it from the wrong way. That's
Okay,
better.
this is hand cream. Oh yeah, banana nut bread. I smell.
Uh-huh.
That's what I'm smelling on the.
You guys
I have
any
the
allergies
spice
to
cider.
almond?
Nope.
No.
Okay, it's got almond oil in it. So.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Wow, this is silky.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this on everybody's hands.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, what is it I was using? I know. Please cover your ears. Bag balm. You know, bag balm.
Yeah.
This is like
that's an OG. That's a
way,
little
way smellier, fancier,
nice, yeah, fancier
premier
bag
balm.
balm.
Thank you. I love that.
Okay, so product demo time.
Yeah. So we have a solid.
I just put this on
dishwashing
and now I'm
soap.
gonna wash my hands. Nah, that's fine.
I'm going to put my plate in the little bowl. A little bit of water. And then I'm going to take my little soap, wet the brush. Hopefully this will work.
And
Since
this
it's not a
is
sink,
hand soap, correct?
This is
This is
dishwashing
this is
soap.
dishwashing soap.
Oh, even
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
And then just take your brush, your little bamboo brush, swirl it around, get some bubbles going.
The brush comes with it.
Yeah.
Yep, that brush comes
Yeah,
with
it
it.
comes right here.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah. I have that at home.
little
It's
bubbles
awesome.
going.
And then you can reuse everything.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then you just wash.
And
Oh,
it
wow.
works so good, and it's also so satisfying to do it with the little brush.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like scrub, scrub, scrub.
Yep. And it smells good. It
ASMR,
smells like
is that what
citrus.
It does smell really good, and it doesn't dry your hands out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So it's good for the dishes,
yeah.
good for your hands, good for the environment.
And then just rinse
good.
it off. Hope it doesn't slide on my fingers.
Awesome.
There we have, nice and clean.
Here, I can get you a towel.
So,
I'll do the dishes now. I mean, you wash. I'll do it.
so this is probably a weird question, but it just came to me. If somebody was to like take this on a camping trip with them, is that safe to go in like their gray water?
Gray water.
Like,
Oh yeah. Like
yeah,
biodegradable.
yeah, yeah. Okay,
Oh, that's smart.
yeah.
That's really smart.
Yeah, because like a lot of times, you know, they can't like it's hard to like figure
Yeah.
out what to take camping and stuff, and that would be nice too.
Yeah, that's a really good idea if you're tent camping or
Yeah.
glamping, you know.
Yeah.
Or even like your cold pressed soap for hand washing.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect too.
Yep.
That's so very smart.
Yeah.
Okay, all sparkly clean. See, we did the dishes. That was easy.
Teamwork.
Okay. Perfect.
Well, those are really neat. I
Yeah,
think that.
they are. And do we get to keep these? Are these our gifts?
Yep, those are
Oh, I
yours.
love
Good,
that.
because I used it.
I did too.
I used both of them.
Okay.
I like
Incoming again.
the way that you're packaging. You have your packaging. So could you give us an insight into your packaging? Like what, these are so creative. How do you, one, find it? Where do you source it? Or maybe you don't want to give us all your
packaging?
secrets, but
I make it.
all the packaging.
Yeah.
You do all your own labeling, all your own packaging. That's like an extra layer of,
Yeah. So my son made
Yeah, like
me,
these are fancy.
because it was right after
it's
I got
shrink
the,
wrapped. Like that's cool.
Yeah.
it was right after I got the LLC done. So my son made me a Mother's Day card, and he had that emblem on it. So that's what came from him.
Oh, that's so
Yeah.
sweet.
Oh, that is really sweet.
And then my daughter helped me come up with the actual name of the company. So
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. So they kind of have their hand in a little bit too. Do they help you, or are they your labor sources at all?
No. She helps with the bees, and so does my son's girlfriend, Emily.
Okay.
So they both help with that process. But as far as like making all the products, they've helped with the soap one time because they wanted to learn how, and then that was it.
It was fun.
Everything
One and
else was
done.
on mom.
Yeah, you got it, Mom. You
Yeah,
go ahead and
yeah.
take it. Oh,
Well,
I
that's
love
awesome.
that.
I like that they all have had their hand in it. That's what my husband and I, that's our wish for our kids to find something they love within, the frameworks of our business. Even, if they have something else that they love to do, that's great. We were just talking about this the other day with our kids showing, and we want our kids to love what we love, and sometimes they love pieces of it, and just finding what pieces they love and letting them run with it, I think is so cool. And that grows a family owned small business. That's like from the ground up. I value that a lot. And I love those stories. And I know I've probably spoken about this a million times, but it just goes back to when you come to the market, when you find your products in a local retail store, people know who they're getting it from.
Right.
And they're buying from you, not, somebody who sold it to somebody or a manufacturer that did this. Like, no, it's coming straight from your hands. And being able to connect those two makes for such a much more meaningful shopping experience. And I think that's why we have such great customer acquisition too at our market. People come back and back and back, and we have new faces all the time as well. But those tried and true ones, they come back for you. They come back for your products, of course, but they come back for you and your story. And I think that's really cool that you're able to share that with your kiddos. It's truly a family affair.
Right.
In
definitely.
more ways than one, probably.
Yeah.
Getting ready for shows
Yeah.
can be extremely stressful, stressing about how much product you have, but at the end of the day, it's just, that's a blessing to have all those
Yeah.
stresses, right?
Yeah,
Maybe not
definitely.
in the moment, but at the end of the day, I think
Yeah.
it's really cool.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. And I think that hearing, that this product takes 4 weeks to make and that you have to like endanger yourself to make it makes it even better too, because it's like, you really went through it to make this soap or this tallow or whatever. And just the heart behind it, it goes into the products, and then people, I think they really feel that. I mean, I know I do when I'm using the stuff that I buy from people. I know that I feel that when I'm eating the food that I've bought from people. I'm like, today for lunch I had chicken tenders from Hallie with taco seasoning made from Amber. And it's just like, when you can incorporate that stuff, it feels like you just have like this whole big group of like sisters or friends or aunts or whatever that you can call and be like, hey, can I get this? Can you make this for me? And it's really nice. It's really, really special. And it's means a lot too for you to have come to the market as an outsider who hadn't joined the market last year, and to have felt all that vibes that we were trying to put into the market when we launched the market and what we wanted it to be. It's really special to hear people who experienced it and then want to join it. So that's really special for us too.
That's awesome.
If folks were ready to reach out, how would they connect with you?
You can always call me at 740-801-1337, or you can go to our website, Bloomfield Bee Company -LLC.com. or you can also email me, which is the same. It's jdick@bloomfieldbeeco-llc.com. And we're also on Facebook.
Yeah, I was just going to say, you're also on Facebook.
And then we have Monarch Mercantile in Byesville. I do believe we're fully stocked down there currently. And then we're also up at the Brick House Market here in town.
Cool. And that opens this week.
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
So your products are ready.
Yep, and we'll go through all those other products that you brought too that we featured on the sale.
Oh,
We'll go
yeah,
through
that'd
those
be
at the
good.
end. Yeah.
And all of your information is also on your labels
Yes.
too. So if someone
Yeah.
picks something up from you, your phone number, everything's on there.
Yep.
Perfect.
And then
Go
I also
ahead.
have business cards up at the market too.
Oh, great.
So.
Awesome.
So for your website, do you ship from the website? Okay, so people
neat.
can go on there and you ship like not worldwide, maybe worldwide, but state
expensive.
like lower 48 states.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
is great.
Yeah, that's really cool.
My stepmom lives in Montana, so I don't think she'd watch this. Are you watching? She might be watching. I'm not going to say anything.
You're gonna send her a present.
Well, that's just easy, like
Yeah.
shipping straight to her. And she, they came in May last year, so they didn't get to see our market. But she got some treats from some of the vendors that we had started to have on roster. So I don't know. I just think that's so cool. I go back to the whole gift giving thing. I shouldn't say I got my family. It was my sister-in-law's idea. She was really the owner of this idea. But last year we did all homemade stuff, and we all just at the Christmas market. We all just shopped the Christmas market, and I like that one. Her supporting what we have as a co-op was really cool. And then secondly, the presents were awesome that we were able to gift each other.
Yeah,
and
that's a great idea.
So I
Yeah.
just thought that was really cool.
Yeah, I love that. And we're gonna go through.
And shipping helps.
Yeah, we're gonna go through some of these other products. So
Do you want to bring the baskets up?
Yeah, let's bring the baskets up here. Whoa. We'll talk about all these products. So these can, sorry, we're just beating you up with your products. So is all this pretty much at the Brick House and Monarch, or just otherwise they
all
can get it on the
this
website?
is- Yes, all this is pretty much at the Brick House. Monarch
Okay.
only has mainly soaps and I do believe the hand creams.
Okay, so
Just
I
we
think
didn't
that
wanna
this is
duplicate
just like the
other
coolest
people.
thing ever. This is so cute. Tell us what this is, Jessica.
That is a men's shaving soap, and it is scented with Old Time Barbershop. You get the little dish of soap, the stand for the brush, and the little brush for the men to rub over their face for their shaving.
Love that. And then this is the solid dish soap that we demoed earlier. So it comes shrink wrapped with this little guy here, and then you're all set. And this, I have this at home, and like I said, I used my other one already, and I think I have a side note, I do have a dishwasher, so I mainly use the dishwasher, but I think this lasted me for about a month.
Yeah.
To do like other things that I don't put in the dishwasher, or just to wash something really quick. So, I mean, it lasts a long time. So if you're wondering like, how long is this gonna last me? It lasts a long time. And then here's the tallow deodorant. So that would be good for somebody with sensitive skin, obviously, right?
And those come in small and large.
Okay. And then the liquid dish soap.
Does that foam?
It sure does.
Yeah, it
Love it.
And then the tiny ladder.
What is it though?
The bamboo soap dish.
Soap dish. Don't tell people it's the tiny ladder.
So you take the tiny ladder and you put that right there.
Cute.
So then your soap doesn't meld to your shower, which has happened to me before. And then you can put it in here, and then this is what you use. Your tiny sack.
Soap saver bag.
Oh.
Yep. You can wash off.
I was like,
And
what
you
are
just-
these bags for? They're cute little gift bags. Now I
Get
get
all
it.
the water out
You
if
don't
I
see,
squeeze
I
it
don't-
and let it air dry.
Oh, that's so smart.
Okay, do you want to share what's in your basket?
Oh, yes, I do. I don't know what it is, but I'll hold it up.
Oh, we forgot the cute.
Those are whipped tallows.
Okay.
Those are the net weight of 2 ounces each.
And the
Frosted.
packaging is awesome.
Yeah, so cute.
We reuse things such as that, like my kids, like the gum or the mints that come in the little, they love packaging, and they'll put like little
trinkets.
beads. Yeah, and I pick them up and I'm like, what is in this? And there's like a microscopic seashell, and I don't even know where it came
And they
from.
will know if you throw that away.
Oh, yeah.
They will know. Yes. Okay,
And
this
then we
one.
have the hand cream.
Okay.
And then we have whipped sugar scrub.
So many things.
And then we have a tallow lip balm. That is beeswax wax melts. It has the beeswax and coconut oil only in it, along with the fragrance. Then we have a vanilla honey massage oil.
There's a lot in there.
And then
It's
the
my
bath
favorite
teas.
product. Not to be drank.
Yeah, not to be drank. And then we have 2 cold processed soaps, Eucalyptus Dream and Aloe Crush.
So this isn't just hand soap. You can use this as straight up body soap.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Learning things new every day. And then,
cuticle oil, wherever it's at.
Oh, it's
I
over
think
here.
it's in there.
Yeah, it was over here.
and we know what these are now.
Yeah.
Well, at least I do. I did it
Bag
before.
and a bamboo soap dish.
Perfect.
And I mean, just this lineup alone is impressive. I mean, just look at it. So if you are watching this and you want any of these products, you can get these at the Brick House Market here in Cambridge or Monarch or on her website.
Mm-hmm.
And she can field any questions that you might have or anything like that.
I do have a question. One question about looking at this product line. You make everything by hand.
Yep.
There is a process for it all. Do any of these products start out with like one base formula, or everything? Does that make sense? Like, you know how like there's a sourdough starter,
Yeah.
and then you have your
No.
starter. No, you make
Yeah.
everything from the ground up. Look
Yeah.
at, and this isn't even everything she has.
I know. It's wild. Every time I see her post a new product, I'm like, oh my God, girl.
Do you sleep?
Maybe like 4 hours a night.
See,
Yeah.
I'm
That's
sleeping
the key.
9 hours a night.
We're sleeping too much.
Sleeping way too much. Well, these are so neat. Thank you for sharing all of this. This
Yeah.
is really, really nice to learn more. I am the last person in my house that takes care of himself. You know, I've got kids and a husband, and but like, this is really, if you want to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here
and
you
these
go,
are
take
like
care of
little
your
ways
family.
too that you
Yeah.
can take care of yourself.
Just
You can like
easy.
feel this is like a special product for me that you know
Right.
I'm just gonna use this and I'm gonna
Easy
feel good.
swap
Yeah.
outs. Very simple, easy swap
Oh,
outs.
definitely.
And it's sustainable.
Yeah, definitely.
Keep
Yeah.
making them. You know, it's
Yeah, right.
sustainable. And if you stop making them, then
We'll be sad.
yeah, someone else is gonna have to make them. So, and it's not gonna be me.
The majority of this stuff, like a little bit goes a long way with everything.
Yeah, that's what's really nice about, again, the packaging. Like, it's just, if it sits on your shelf for forever, you're not gonna be like, is this mascara still good?
Right,
Like, it's
yeah.
been in here for a little while. Like, no, everything is nice and clean and crisp and just
Yeah.
packaged very well.
Yeah, very well. Okay, well, we know that you don't sleep very much and you're obviously very busy. But what do you like to listen to while you're working or watch while you're working or read, anything like that?
I listen to country music usually when I'm downstairs doing my stuff.
Okay, who's your favorite artist? What kind of, are you like 80s, 90s? What are we
Cody
talking?
Johnson.
Cody Johnson?
Yeah.
Okay, so you got that on blast.
Yeah.
Okay, so more like new country.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do like the old stuff too, like, or not old, older Alan Jackson and, you know, Garth Brooks, those type of people. But
Yeah.
currently it's Cody Johnson.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're listening to country music. What about anything else? Any TV shows or any books?
I like to rewatch NCIS when I have time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. I've currently been listening. I started a new book. It's like set in the low country of South Carolina, and it's I'm just getting into it. But it's by this author named Dorothea Benton Frank, and she has a bunch of different books that I like to read. So I just started that audiobook, and I just finished the John and Carolyn show on Hulu. Do you guys, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette, do you guys remember those from our youth? So, like in the 90s, John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bessette were like this couple, like I was telling my husband about the other day. They would be on the front of like every tabloid. And every week you would go in. I would be at the grocery store with my dad. I'm reading like what they did, you know. Well, then they died in a plane crash, like 93, 94. And yeah, okay. So that, you know, I would watch that again on the Today Show. I'm like watching about JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. Well, anyways, they made a show on them about Hulu.
Okay.
And it's just so good. It's like just so much 90s nostalgia, like the fashion and the music. And it was just over the other day, so I just finished that.
Is it like a documentary or?
It's like a portrayal.
Okay.
So I don't think it's like 100%, but it's based on their story.
Huh.
But it's interesting. It's obviously been dramatized.
Oh, yeah.
They say, but it was good. I really liked the aesthetic of the show. Like, it was very like neutral, and like I said, like the music was really cool, 90s, like, and they were always super fashionable. Like, she worked for Calvin Klein, and so she just had like on all these dresses, just like, so it was really cool. I really liked that show. What
You
about you?
know, they're coming out with the 20th anniversary Of Hannah Montana.
I know. Did you watch it yet?
No.
We talked about this last time.
Did we?
Yeah.
Hannah Montana?
Yeah, we talked about
I
Hannah
thought we talked about High School Musical. I could
Montana.
be wrong.
No, we talked about Hannah Montana.
Hannah
Yeah,
Montana.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't watched it yet. What I am currently watching, well, the kids, they enjoyed some Paw Patrol this morning, and Gabby Cat. You know Gabby's Dollhouse. No, you don't, but I do.
I know of Gabby. Yeah.
That's what we're watching.
Okay.
Reading. We just took my daughter Lorelai over to see Joshua at the Sight and Sound in Lancaster, PA. So I just finished the book of Joshua, of course. Lorelai said, "Mom, are you reading it so that you know if they did something wrong?" And I was like, "What do you mean?" She goes, "Well, last year they set the ark on fire, and you said that's not in the Bible." And I was like, "Oh, I should probably watch what I say." But it was really good.
That's good.
And what I'm listening to, don't really listen. I mean, I really truly do love audiobooks. I just haven't found one that I've listened to past like the first couple of chapters.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, and then, kids screaming in the background and, but
Yeah.
other than that, I'm always the same. Every podcast. Paw Patrol, the Bible, all the things.
It's okay.
I do have a new business blooper though.
Oh yeah, tell us.
Yeah. Okay, so we have dog food that sometimes our old packaging of dog food.
I think I know where this is going.
Our old packaging of dog food came in, they call it Chubbs, and it's green. Our old packaging of ground beef came in Chubbs, but it's black. But when you're pulling out Chubbs from a freezer in the dark, you don't know which one is green and you don't know which one is black, right? So new customer. It always happens to the new. It does. Always happens to the new customer, but it was okay. I didn't know we had any of, in my defense, I didn't know we had any of the dog food. And to be 100% transparent, I was pulling out of the freezer from what my husband and I typically, store for ourselves or whatever. But we were out of ground beef, so I was like, okay, we're just going to go ahead and sell this inventory. That's okay. I can't pack rat everything. Well, she only ordered 5 pounds, which was great because usually when folks order like dog food everything comes in 12, so it wasn't like a whole case of anything, but at least I checked. But we were at Respecs, my kids were screaming, we were ready to go, and I opened it up just to make sure, and sure enough, green packaging. So she pulled up and I was like, "I am so sorry, please give me one moment, I will be right back." We ran home, got the right packaging, but that's what happens. and I feel like those are always my stories. I'm just trying to go too fast.
Yeah.
Or like, we got to get there. And she was very understanding, and hopefully she'll be a repeat buyer. But
I know.
at least I caught it. And the dog food actually you can eat. It's just chicken and organs, so it'd be fine. But
I know. I hate it when something like that happens with a new customer and you're just like, oh, why? But sometimes they stick around and sometimes they never come back. So
it gives me the opportunity to be human and to be real. And this is real life. Like,
it is.
My kids are screaming. I brought the wrong thing. Like, it happens. And again, most people are very, very forgiving. I think I'm probably harder on
myself for sure.
But
what about you? Any business bloopers? Yeah.
Not with product, but I did go to that auction to pick up the items that I actually purchased, and I got there. I had bid on a stand, which I thought was maybe a little bit bigger than this table. Mm-hmm. No, it was like the size of this room.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God.
So, did you get it?
Yeah, I had to call in reinforcements, like 4 trucks later and a trailer.
No way.
Yeah, I swear.
Oh my gosh.
And at one point, one of the guys that was helping, he's like, "I will pay you to leave it here." I'm like, "Sorry, buddy."
I'm not good with dimensions either.
Yeah.
I'll just see something online and I'm like, that looks good, and then I buy it and like it's like this big, or it's the size of the room.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
my
oh
goodness,
my
that's so funny. Going back to what you said about being human, though, I think is probably, I don't know if you're like this, but I know I'm hard on myself, and and I am like, if it's not perfect, I'm just like, and I'm just like, why am I doing this? Yeah. And I think it's just because it means so much to us that we want it to be perfect, you know? But
it's everything.
Yeah.
It's everything.
But sometimes it can't be, and sometimes you do mess up. And so I know it's hard for me to give myself grace and when that happens. So it's really hard to mess up, and then especially for somebody to know that you messed up. But that's part of it.
Sometimes you can just be like, you can play it off.
Yeah.
And then there's some cases where it's not going to be so easy to play off.
Yeah, but it does happen, and that's just part of it. And so you just have to correct it if you can and go on about your day. And if the customers come back, they come back. And if not, oh well, I guess,
That's
you know,
okay.
that's okay too. So it happens.
Yeah. Teaches me, if nothing else.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
I have a random question. Are you ready for my random question?
Sure.
It's not on the sheet.
Uh-oh.
I'll ask Bree first.
You're not ready.
Okay.
It's a really random question. I like them.
Okay.
Bree,
Sarah.
are you a teeth brusher in the shower or a teeth brusher at the sink?
Teeth brusher at the sink, hands down.
Sink,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. There are people
Boys,
who know
mostly,
who
I think.
you are, who are teeth brushers in the shower. And I'm like, that's just strange.
Yeah.
And I can't get down with that. Although my kids will brush their teeth anywhere.
Yeah.
They don't care.
Multitasking, but
Yeah,
No.
my youngest will brush his teeth in the shower, and I'm just like, okay.
Multitasking.
at least they're brushing their teeth.
True.
It's yes, that is true, and at least they're showering.
That is
So,
true.
You know,
That is
they
true.
take the
Double
wins.
win.
I feel like we as women are very like, no, my hand cream goes here, and my
Yeah.
toothbrush goes here, and I shower, and then I brush my teeth and put my hand cream on and do
Mm.
my 7-step makeup routine.
Yep.
And guys are like, just get it over with.
Yeah, the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, the brushing the teeth in
Yeah.
the shower. They're just getting it all done in one step.
Yeah. Wow. They must have a lot of time on their hands extra. It makes sense. I'm always complaining about never having enough time. Maybe I need to multitask like
Maybe
that.
you need to brush your teeth in the shower.
I do.
And then
Maybe
you'll
I'll
have an
start that
extra
tomorrow.
minute.
Yeah. Then I'd have to shower a lot and brush my teeth a lot. You know.
Get some time to yourself.
Yeah, that's my me time with my
Bath tea.
bath tea.
Are you going to take that home with you today?
No, but I am gonna order some when my spending freezes up. We went to Amish country this weekend, so
That'll do it.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
it is so dangerous. Yeah, I had my. I told you earlier I had my spending money, you know, in my head. But when you don't budget for a trip, you probably should budget for all those things that you're like, I'm going to use this money for, I'm going to tuck it away. And they all disappear. You know, you're like, I have all this money. But you really don't.
Right? Yeah.
But that's okay. Come market season, will be product restock time. Well, thank you so much for being on the show today.
Yeah, we really appreciate it. Yeah, good. Yeah, we're so glad you joined us.
Good to get to talk to you because we really hadn't met or talked we did have our meeting back in November, but that was so let's get ready for the next thing that it wasn't truly an introductory. So I'm so glad I learned a lot, which is really going to help, you know, at the market this year when people have questions, being able to point them in the right direction and just family being like, hey, I need something like this. I love that. I'm like, okay, I got a girl for that.
Yeah, right.
So thank you.
Thank
I
you
know
guys.
it's a
I
lot,
appreciate
but
Yeah.
thank you very much.
Yep. Thank you. All right. Thanks for joining us on this episode of the From Scratch Co-op podcast, and we'll see you next time.